Hi y'all, Casey here for a new episode of Today I Learned. I hope you brought your wetsuits because it's about to get soggy in here. Did you know that a legendary Egyptian city thought to have been lost in the Mediterranean over 1,200 years ago was found in the early 2000s, just 15 miles northeast of Alexandria? Thonis-heracleion was a large city founded 2,700 years ago, and in the 5th century BCE was a hub for trade with Europe. The city also controlled most nautical traffic coming into Egypt from the Mediterranean. The island city had access to a network of canals, water channels, harbors, bridges, and seafaring vessels, making it the perfect location for a regional customs inspection and distribution center. Unfortunately, near the end of the 2nd century BCE, an earthquake began the city's fall into the Mediterranean Sea. It took time for the entire city to be lost to various natural disasters and rising sea levels, but it and the entirety of the island chain were eventually lost. However, in 1933, a Royal Air Force officer was flying over the area and spotted the ruins in the water. This started a whole new wave of exploration off the Egyptian coast. The first thing divers found was a large piece of carved stone, which they would eventually learn belonged to a 6-ton statue of Hapi, the ancient Egyptian god of the Nile and a god of fertility. Archaeologists used several techniques to identify varying ocean floor depths and geological fault lines, which were caused by the weight of the submerged buildings onto the sediment. Once they found areas of interest, they sent divers with all kinds of equipment down into the sea to get a closer look. They discovered major structures like building fragments and giant statues, as well as smaller items like goblets, helmets, perfume bottles, ritual pails, and other ritualistic items, figurines, incense burners, and other artifacts. They also managed to find the Decree of Sais, which included perfectly preserved hieroglyphics that basically established a 10% tithe to an early ancient Egyptian goddess Neith, who was said to be the first of the deities and the prime creator. If this episode of Today I Learned helped you find some knowledge, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. Join me next time for some snow and tell. Don't forget to stand up and use your voice, and I will see you heathens later. Bye, y'all.